Now on Good Morning El Paso.
At this point, I'm just not there right now.
Speaker of the House Paul Ryan says he's not ready to endorse Donald Trump. I'm ABC's Lana Zach in Washington. Coming up, I'll tell you what this could mean for the general election.
The large wildfire in Canada rages on this morning as more evacuations are needed from the safe areas where residents were already seeking refuge.
Several El Paso residents waking up without water this morning after this big water main break. The details from our round-the-clock news team.
Live, where news comes first. From the Mesilla Valley and Las Cruces to El Paso and the borderland. This is ABC 7's Good Morning El Paso.
Rise and shine and very good morning to you, El Paso, Las Cruces, and Juarez. I'm Stephanie Valle.
And I'm Floren. Good morning, everyone. Let's start things off by talking about the forecast, even though we're not real happy about the news.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're under a first alert, right, Crystal?
Yes, that is right. That ABC 7 first alert issued because the model's still holding tight to high winds and some blowing dust later today. Here's a look at your conditions this morning, though. If you're getting ready for work, school, maybe you just have some errands to run, temperatures are beautiful to start out with. We're at 72, Clinton Junior High School, 67, St. Pius School, and 71, Dr. Anito Middle School. Also at 71 degrees at Rosa Guerrero Elementary. All of these temperatures easy to start your day with. And later today, just like yesterday, it'll be hot. Back into the 90s. On your clouds and radar map, it'll also be dry. No rain out there yet again. Day after day of no showers. Remember, yesterday evening we had a 10% chance of rain. It all stayed too far west. We did see rain and lightning hit Silver City, Tier C, and just west of Deming, but it did not make its way into our neck of the woods. It won't today either. Instead, we're looking at the possibility of some showers a little farther east. All of us, though, looking at the winds and a cold front. We'll have more on that just a few minutes away.
And now to round-the-clock coverage new this morning. A street in south central El Paso is blocked off after a water main break. It happened around 4 a.m. on the 200 block of Lisbon. This is by Henderson Middle School. And we have video of the scene from our round-the-clock news team. You can see the water spewing into the air from the street. No word on what caused the break, but about 20 customers in the area are being affected. That's according to the El Paso Water Utilities outage map. No word if the school will be affected, though, but we will let you know when the streets reopened. You may want to take Buena Vista to get around the area this morning, just in case.
In a week of political stunners, the headlines keep on coming. The Speaker of the House, Paul Ryan, dropping the bombshell that he is not yet ready to support Donald Trump. Here's ABC's Lana Zach with the latest twist in this wild campaign. It's your voice, your vote.
The most powerful elected Republican in the nation is not ready to stand with Donald Trump.
I'm just not ready to do that at this point. I'm not there right now.
House Speaker Paul Ryan says it isn't about policy differences. He wants Trump to work harder to unify the party. Trump says that's what he intends to do.
I want the primaries to keep going, but everybody's out. I'm the only one left. That's okay, right? Right?
But his support is shallow among female, African American, and particularly Hispanic voters, with a whopping 81% disapproval. One effort to repair those relations is already fueling Democratic attacks. Trump tweeted, "Happy Cinco de Mayo. The best taco bowls are made in Trump Tower Grill. I love Hispanics." Hillary Clinton tweeted this response, "I love Hispanics. Trump 52 minutes ago. They're going to be deported. Trump yesterday." And attacking Trump on his stand on immigration.
We have to recognize that the kind of language coming from Donald Trump is hateful, and we need to repudiate it.
But Clinton is facing dissent in her own party. And she's also not free of the federal probe into her personal email account. Top Clinton aide Huma Abedin was questioned by investigators, which hints that Clinton herself may not be far behind.
Trump is facing his own legal woes. A judge is expected to rule on the timing of the Trump University trial later today. Lana Zach, ABC News, Washington.
And now new this morning, a top UN official says airstrikes that hit two settlements in northern Syria may constitute war crimes. The UN humanitarian chief says initial reports indicate that at least 30 people were killed and more than 80 wounded in Thursday's attack, among them women and children. UN's political chief said the Syrian government's bombing campaign in Aleppo over the last 2 weeks was among the worst of the 5-year war and is demanding that perpetrators be brought to justice.
Ever more shocking reports have been received from Aleppo City over the past 2 weeks. You have all seen the horrifying images of attacks on hospitals in both government and opposition-held neighborhoods of the city. Let me be absolutely clear once again. Intentional and direct attacks on hospitals are war crimes.
It is still unclear who carried out the airstrikes.
Evacuations continue this morning for residents in Alberta, Canada, as the wildfire there continues to rage on. Take a look. Canadian officials will continue airlifting residents who were already evacuated from the fire-ravaged town to even safer areas further from the blaze. The wildfire that began earlier this week forced the evacuation of over 80,000 people. Now work camps that about 25,000 people evacuated to also have to be evacuated. Evacuees will now be moved further south as the wildfire continues to ravage that area.
Happening today, city flags will be lowered to half-staff in honor of former El Paso Mayor Ray Salazar. Funeral services are set for today. This is video of Salazar when he was a guest on ABC 7 Extra back in 2013. Salazar was mayor from 1977 to 1979. He was 85 years old. Mayor Oscar Leeser had released a statement about Salazar's death saying, quote, "I am saddened on the passing of former Mayor Ray Salazar. On behalf of our city, I extend my deepest condolences to his family and close friends. I'm grateful for his friendship and the dedication and service he provided our community during his time as mayor."
Also happening today, visitation will be held for Sammy Aguilar, the 16-year-old who was killed after being thrown out of that church carnival ride on Friday.
I'm so excited for today's video.
This is the Hanks High School junior in a clip that she had posted on YouTube. The visitation will be at the Martin East Funeral Home on 1460 George Dieter. It starts at 4 in the afternoon and will last until 9 o'clock this evening. The funeral is scheduled for 9:30 tomorrow at St. Stephen Catholic Church. Sammy will then be buried at Evergreen Cemetery on the east side.
It is now 6:07 and we're talking about weather and traffic on the 7s.
Checking with Crystal Cly. Good morning.
A very good morning. The forecast for us today, pretty interesting one. We're under that ABC 7 first alert, and here's why. On your threat tracker today, a moderate level threat for strong winds picking up in your afternoon. A low moderate threat, though, for some blowing dust and sand around the region, especially as we move mid to late day. And on top of that, heat is actually a moderate threat because we're talking temperatures way above average into those lower 90s bit later on today. On your planner for today, this is what it looks like with the numbers. 69 8 a.m. by noon 82, and that high up to 92 degrees. There's the windy weather we were talking about. Notice no chance of rain. Now looking at chances only farther east of us. Do we have any chance on the 7-day forecast? We'll check in on that in just under 10 minutes.
All right, thanks so much, Crystal. At 6:08, let's take a live look at traffic now and show you what the roads look like. Nice and clear. I-10 and Trade Center. Can't hope for anything better than that when you're hitting the road. We do have a traffic alert for you, and these closures are due to the streetcar project. The intersection of Stanton Street and Crosby downtown, this is going to be closed in all directions for at least the next 2 weeks. A big one there. Also happening for about 2 weeks, Santa Fe Street is going to be reduced to one lane in both directions at Father Rom, and Father Rom will be closed at Santa Fe. Steph?
Thanks, Hillary. Still much more to come here on Good Morning El Paso. SpaceX has done it again. How the successful launch this morning was definitely a big surprise for the aerospace company. Plus, the Las Cruces Public School District has once again gone above and beyond to reward one student for their hard work. It is 6:09, and this is ABC 7, where news comes first.